Thanks so much. Sorry
Perfect.
about that.
Perfect. What drew you to the project, Heads of State? What made you want to work on it?
There's a lot of reasons.
Yeah,
Uh, I loved it conceptually. I love the idea of making and challenging myself and making a PG-13, four quadrant, fun, stupidly expensive film. Uh, John, Idris, Priyanka, to be able to get Jack Quaid, the rest of the supporting cast, and the fact that the film came to me as an action thriller when they pitched it, I was like, great, but what if both guys, because originally it was both guys are ex-military, and I was like, how about we make John an ex-movie star? That gives a great comic perspective. Idris did serve, but he's not very capable. They will get capable as the story goes on. And the fact that I love buddy movies from the 80s and the 90s. I love them. They're my favorite American movies from that time.
yeah, and that shows because I felt it was throwbacky but modern at the same time. So,
Thank you.
but not too nostalgic either. So it was like the perfect blend.
You make my heart sing. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. How much ad-libbing was it between John Cena and Idris Elba? Because they really rip each other to pieces sometimes in the movie.
They're both very capable. So, look, John's been on stage doing violent theater with wrestling for 25 years. So
Yeah,
John just goes. Idris can, but Idris for some reason this is strange, but he I think underestimates how funny he can be.
yeah,
And in the movie, it's not that there's so much ad-libbing. There's some, and there's some wonderful things that are really small here and there that make things a lot better. We had a great foundation. We had a strong script
yeah.
that made sense for the characters, and the guys came in wanting to do the best job possible. So it's I think a lot of fun was had while making a movie. And movies are difficult, no matter what size, genre, whatever.
Yeah.
But it was just it all made sense. Nobody
Okay.
questioned what we were doing, and that was a beautiful thing to be.
Yeah, I guess that's a testament to the movie because it felt very organic. So I thought, well, they had to be ad-libbing. It felt so in the moment. So
It's good actors. The good actors
yeah,
make it feel like they didn't learn the lines a week ago. They make it feel like this is what's happening right now.
exactly. Yeah. You mentioned that this is your first PG-13 action movie, yeah?
Yep.
Was it hard to keep between in the boundaries of a PG-13, or were you tempted to go like bonkers, guts and gore?
No, because I looked at it like I knew it was going to be PG-13 because you don't do movies of this size R-rated usually. That's rare.
Right.
And also, action comedies don't need to be violent to be funny and be actiony, right? I
Right.
saw it as a challenge. I was like, all right, so I don't have the crutches of the typical things that I would use in my previous two films. And I was like, how do you make a very punchy PG-13 movie that isn't trying to get close to R? Because that's not the point here. But at the same time, make it impactful enough so we're not watching something that feels watered down and just soft. So the challenge is a good thing. I never saw it as a
Yeah,
problem. You know what I mean?
of course, and it shows because it's a really fun, action-packed movie. I
Thank
really
you.
enjoyed it.
Thank you.
My last question, a bit nerdy maybe, but
Love
let's
it. Let's
go.
go.
You're like an action movie expert, I guess. Uh,
I've seen some. I've seen
yeah,
some.
I love your movies. So, but if you were to construct a Mount Rushmore consisting of action heroes,
Oh
like
boy.
four big faces, who would you put up there?
Are we talking actors or characters?
Actors.
Characters would be more fun, though, I'd say.
Okay,
Um,
then let's go characters then.
all right. I don't have an answer for either, so this is going to be tough. For characters, I would go John McClane, the first thing that comes to mind, first man.
Yeah.
Um, O'Day Sue from Old Boy.
Okay.
I should have picked actors. It would have been easier. Oh, shit. It's interesting the way my mind works. I've seen them all. I have a library in my head, but I can't go over to the library. If you would throw me like 20 names, I'd know all of them,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
wouldn't always think. All right, give me 50. If I don't have it in 50 seconds, I'll just give up. It'll be very small, Mount Rushmore. We ran out of money, all right?
Yeah, sure, sure. That's good
Um,
enough.
but I think those two guys, those two characters cover so much of what I like about the genre. They're vulnerable, but they still go for it. And they're
Yeah,
not the best, but they do it, but they go hard, and that I think is very, very, very important. As soon as it's all over, I will know exactly what I should have said. Exactly. Oh boy, any help? Nobody? No. Action characters, come on. No,
It's all right.
come on. Okay, throw me one. Come on. Let's go.
John Rambo.
I think Rambo's a little too obvious. I'll take John Rambo from Part 1 for First Blood.
Yeah.
That to me is more interesting than the.
It
would have to be an Arnie. It would have to be an Arnie. I think you have to say the Terminator.
The
I think
Terminator
is the best big budget action extravaganza of all time. So yeah, that's it. I think thank you with your help. We got it.
We got it. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you so much.
I want Jackie Chan in there now.
Oh yeah, right.
Yep.
He can be like an angel on Arnold's shoulder or something.
We'll take it. Okay.
Yeah, my last question. I love your action movies. Hardcore Henry is one of the most fun I've ever had in a movie theater.
Thank you.
I really, really loved it, and I'm a gamer as well, so it was like Nirvana.
It was made for you and me. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. But why do you keep coming back to the genre? Why do you keep coming back to the action genre?
Well, because the way Hollywood works is, I knew before Hardcore Henry, I was writing character-driven, smarter films.
Yeah.
And then when Hardcore Henry came along, I was like, I'll make this, and then for a long time, I'll be fighting the stereotype that I'm the action guy. And I thought, you know what? It's better to be known as the action guy than not to be known at all. And plus, I like action. I enjoy action. And it's fun to direct. And I was like, soon enough, I'll just do 2 people playing chess for an hour and a half in one room. And
yeah.
I was like, that script, I will absolutely do that. I look forward to my first pure drama. But it's one of these where I do enjoy it. I think the people enjoy it. You clearly like it, so I'm doing something right. And I don't know what the future holds, but in terms of what I've been working on writing slowly behind the scenes, I've been making these movies, they're somewhat different. And no point really talking about them. I either get a chance to make them and you'll be able to judge if they're any good, or whether you'll be like, no, really stay in the action stuff, which is also not a bad place to be.
Not a bad place to be. Thank you so much, Ilya. It's been an honor.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, have a great day.
You're very kind with your words. Thank you.
Thank you.